Hey guys, Allie here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm coming to you right from my run. I decided, spur of the moment, to grab my camera and press record as I go through my post-run stretching routine. I get asked all the time on Instagram what stretches I do post-run, pre-run, and I figured today was a good day to take you guys through it with me. I generally come up to my yoga space where I have my mat. It's nice and comfortable for stretching, but if you have a comfortable place outdoors, I highly recommend that. I love doing my post-stretching routine outside when I can, so I invite you to choose that location as well. But just finding a spot anywhere where you're comfortable. This is a very short stretching routine. I often don't have a lot of time to dedicate after a run. I generally have to jump right into household duties, parenting duties, running errands, whatever it may be. But if you have more time in your day to dedicate to stretching, I highly recommend it. It has become an integral part of my injury prevention and an integral part of my running training program and just my movement practices in general. So if you have that time, really think about stretching as much as you can, upwards of 15-20 minutes post-run. So I'll come into usually a tabletop position first, just doing some intuitive movement and some cat-cows here. I also find this is a nice position to begin to come back into my own space and ground down after all of that work that I just did. Beginning to work with my Ujjayi Breath, which I find very soothing and grounding after a run. So that's inhaling through the nose as you round your spine, bringing your chin to your chest, and exhaling through the nose as you shine your chest forward. If this does not feel intuitive for you, if adding some hip circles in here, swaying back to side to side, if that feels intuitive, feel free to add that in here. Really, this first minute or so is just taking time to come into your space, find a little bit of movement in the spine and the body. Thread the needle, bringing our right hand up to the sky and exhaling through the nose as we drop that shoulder down to the mat. Bringing the right hand out to the side and melting that shoulder and ear into the mat as we stretch out the shoulders here. Oh, that feels wonderful after a run. People often think of stretching the lower body post-run, which is obviously very important, but our upper body gets a little bit of a workout during the run too, and we can sometimes be a little bit stiff in the upper body, or at least I can personally. So I find a little thread the needle here in the beginning of my stretching. Again, that left arm came up to the sky, now bringing the left shoulder down to the mat, left ear down to the mat, and stretching out the shoulder. I find this position, like I was saying, to be so wonderful at creating some space post-run in my upper body.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
There goes my watch. All right. Here we'll come into a seated, cross-legged position. Working with a twist, we'll bring our right hand to our left knee, our left hand behind us, inhaling through the nose to lengthen through the crown, top of the head, and exhaling to twist, using every inhale here to lengthen, and the exhale to work farther into the pose if you would like, or staying where you are. Coming back to center now. We'll do the other side, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, Inhaling to lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale to twist. And back to center, bringing the soles of our feet together now for butterfly. Intending those knees to come down towards the mat or the ground. I like to use my elbows and my upper body here to bring those knees closer to the ground and sort of anchor them. And we can use this opportunity to stretch out our back as well as we begin to fold forward in this position. Remember when we are folding to start at the hips, folding forward. And at the last moment, if you'd like to round your spine down, you can do that too. Coming back up, we'll bring our right leg out in front of us and our left leg to our right inner thigh. And we'll begin to fold over our leg here. So making sure that you twist your body so that it comes straight out over your leg. And then begin to fold down here, really stretching out those hamstrings. Remembering to flex the foot here. If you have tight hamstrings like I do, this pose can be very intense, so be gentle with yourself. And remember to breathe. Coming back up, switching legs now. Left leg will come out in front. Right foot comes into the inner left thigh. Flexing the foot and folding over. Remembering again to shift and bring yourself right over that straight leg. Right on top. Flexing the foot and breathing here. We can also bring our leg back, I forgot, and we can give ourselves a little bit of a quad stretch here. This is a new one that I've added in. I just find it feels intuitive to go from one to the other. Leaning back will give you a little bit more of a stretch. That one feels nice as well. Whew. And we'll just quickly come back over onto this side because I forgot. Sorry guys. And we'll do the right side here. Again, leaning back if you're looking for a little bit more of a stretch in your quad here. Woo! If you notice, like I did right here, you may feel different sensations. Perhaps you feel a little bit more tightness in one side or a little bit more space in one side. That's okay. We're not looking to change anything. We're not looking to do a lot of work right here. This is just part of the recovery for our body post-run. Excellent. Coming to our glute stretch here. We're going to cross one leg over the other. You can close down the eyes here. Close them with me for a second if that feels right for you. And thank yourself for doing this work. Stretching is not the fun part of running or cycling or any movement practice. It's often the tedious stuff that we want to skip, switching legs now. But it's so important. So take time to thank yourself when you do this work. Remind yourself how important this time is for yourself. Excellent. And what would a post-run stretching routine be without a little down dog? So coming into a tabletop position, and then we'll gently bend our knees, hips will come up and back, working into the most gentle downward dog of your life as you pedal your feet out here, creating some space in those calves. And again, adding in any movement that feels right for you, so swaying those hips side to side as you pedal your feet can feel wonderful for some people. Finding stillness with the heels as close to the mat as you can, and giving a gentle bend in the knee like I am if you need to. If straightening the legs feels great for you here, do that, but also be gentle. There's nothing wrong. It's encouraged to bend the knee here. Couple more seconds here in this position, this pose. And then we'll end out this stretching routine by dropping down into our knees, coming back into a restorative child's pose. So let's bring those hands back beside us. You can be in a wide-legged child's pose if that feels better for you. Some people find that creates a little bit more space for them to breathe. So if you want, you can bring your toes together and bring your knees wide, and you can drop down here into a wide-legged child's pose, just leaving your hands comfortably in front of you instead of stretched out. Or you can come into the more traditional restorative child's pose like I am, with your toes, knees together, hands and arms are coming down by your side, resting your forehead on the mat. Let's take 5 deep breaths here together in this last restorative pose. We'll inhale through the nose and we will exhale through the mouth. So we'll be sighing it out. Really take the opportunity here to release anything left after your run, your workout, after this wonderful stretch, so that you can get up off of your mat today and serve yourself, your friends, your family, loved ones, the world, as your truest, most authentic self. Let it go here with me so that you can be present as we step off of our mats together today. Inhaling through the nose, big deep breath, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Big deep breath, sigh it out. Taking the next 3 at your own pace. Letting go of what no longer is needed as you step off of your mat today. Bringing your hands out in front of your head, slowly crawling up, being very gentle and slow with yourself. Coming back into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me here, guys. I just wanted to share my post-run stretching routine with you guys. I hope that you find it useful. If you try it out after your run, let me know. How does it help you feel? Does it create some more space in your body? Does it help you ground down and come back into life? into your everyday life feeling a little bit more present and in the moment. Let me know what the experience is for you. Again, I am Allie. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed today's video. I would absolutely love to see you here again practicing with me on your mat. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.